So, welcome to the first edition of FMUL, and it's indeed the first season's results. So, season 1 of FMUL 26, edition 1, is upon us, and we are going to have the results now. So, we obviously have it is backtail, that music. Oh well. So, Richard is back, obviously, our team for this. Whoa, that went too quickly. Not sure what's going on. Right, so, you just saw a little preview of this, but I, as I said before, was sacked. Now, I don't know if you remember, guys, but we have got a new rule with people being sacked. You do get the points that you got in that season already, and in my case, we'd got through the first round, or I think it's called the second round, of the German Cup, so I got 5 points for that, and then I got sacked. And then I can now, and in fact I already have done this because I got it ready to start, so I can start this evening. I have gone to the beginning of the next season, and I've taken over again, and you can do that. So if you do get sacked, that's the end of your season. But you get the points that you've got so far that season. It does suck, Peter. And then you can then take over again at the beginning of the next season. But obviously you don't get any further points for that season. You just certainly don't get any league points for that season. So I will be back in the next season, but obviously with 5 points, I am not going to be in the Super League. I think we can be fairly sure of that, with one caveat. We then have Peter with 83. Not bad, Peter, not bad. Without Europe, of course, we're all limited. We couldn't have got more than, I don't know exactly what the total we could have got is, but it's not, might be about 150, I think, if you'd had a perfect season. Bale got 98. Congratulations, Bale, but didn't quite crack the 100. And then we had Chris GLT, the first person to crack the 100 with 103. Well done, Chris. Good stuff there. And then on to the top 2, which you just saw. We've got Jamsey and Colby. Colby with 148. I think that's pretty close to the maximum you could possibly have had in this season. So really well done to Colby with 148 points. I'm assuming he must have won the Bundesliga and God knows what else. But well done, Colby. Well done, Jamsey. Very, very good start. So this will be more later on, but this is where it stands after the first season. There we go. We have 6 people so far on course to qualify. Obviously you need 3 seasons submitted on time in order to qualify. The exception to that is that people who submit that's the first 2 seasons in the next week, they can still get all 4. And indeed that means that if they only get one of the next 2, they are fine. So people can submit 2 seasons this week. After this season, though, we will have no new participants. So, with 1 season down, we have Colby obviously leading, but we've got it's not all that far apart. So, if pretty much anyone has a good season other than me next year, they could be leading the pack. So, good luck everyone for the next year. And I guess I should just declare season 2 open. It was a very short results video this time. Obviously only 6 people. We were kind of expecting it to be a slow start. We obviously know that new FM, people getting used to it, particularly with all the negative feedback on the game itself and all that. Hopefully it will start to improve, and then we can start to improve the competition, but also the number of people in it. So I do expect this to grow. I'm hoping that by sort of midway through the cycle, we might be up to our sort of highest point where we might be able to have 4 or 5 divisions with significant numbers of people in them. That's kind of the target for this year. I've got a kind of vague number of 25 as a kind of like target to be at the peak of FMUL 26. So we might have 25 people actively playing in it, and that's what we're kind of hoping for. But we'll see how it goes. So keep going, guys. Please do make sure you get your scores in on time. Those of you who are watching this and haven't yet submitted, or indeed people who haven't even entered yet, please do so. You have got until next Friday, the 21st of November, at 8 o'clock UK time, to submit your first 2 seasons potentially. Obviously, these 6 people only have to submit 1, but everyone else can submit 2 seasons by then. And you will be in with a chance of, well, you'll be almost there in terms of qualifying. If people do miss a season other than that, you obviously don't get the points for that season. However, in order to qualify, you only have to complete 3 seasons. So if you complete 3 seasons, you are qualified no matter what. But we do ask people to complete 3 just to show that they're going to be at least mostly committed to the game. So I think that's all we need to say really. You obviously now have a week to do your next season, or 2 if you're just starting. Are there any questions in the chat? Obviously, people watching the YouTube later, please do put any questions on the in the comments, or indeed go to our Discord, which Chris will put in the description below, and come and ask us there. I have the same username, GrayedOutMan. So please do come and find me, ask any questions you need, and you can join there too.